And there we go. All right. The action has started. Grondius on the right side, Ikeru on the left side. According to the seeding, in theory, Grondius should be the favorite one. However, Ikeru has been practicing a lot. He has been practicing a lot. I think he already achieved like a 1830. So let's have a look here. Oh, a little bit of a mishap right there for Ikeru. That's gonna be giving like a 1 second ahead for Grondius. But this is very early on the race. We saw a lot of stuff happening yesterday where the matches, there's a lot of turning points in these matches where everything can happen. Remember that players can play with a D-pad. They can play with a stick to do a 360 directional type of aiming. Or they can also be playing with a keyboard and mouse the way that Grondius is doing. It seems that keyboard and mouse is the strat that lets you do the most things. However, we saw yesterday that a lot of people that were playing with mouse and keyboard, they were having some trouble being able to properly aim their shots the way they wanted. They're going to be using a lot of different visual cues to be able to shoot their eagle to the places that they actually want. Oh, a little bit of a stutter right there for Grondius' side. Nice shot by Ikeru. Grondius doing the one shot right there. Hopefully the stutter gets fixed. Not much I can do. That comes from the actual stream feed that I'm picking up. If it keeps happening, we're gonna probably have to ask Grondius to do like a little bit of a lower of the bit rate. Alright, so Grondius is currently ahead right now by about 5 seconds. 150 superhero landing versus 156 superhero landing on Ikeru's side. About 6 seconds ahead on Grondius' side. Now, this level, the Triple C, how I call it, it has a lot to do with like really good movement. There's like not really like crazy strats on this level, but there's a lot of like just good platforming, good movement. And there's minor subtle things on the way you jump, the way that you take the corners that can still save you like a few seconds here and there. Like the upcoming here, they're both gonna be using ice. There's a way that you can squeeze on that fish, for example, so you don't have to waste time on doing that shot. All right, so a 44-second finish. 44-second finish for both. Nice, they were pretty much tied up on Colossal Creature Coast. Now moving into the X shot. Now this is the first level that I think that a lot of different things can happen. The X shot, we can see runners that they take sometimes 1 mana rock. Some other runners take 2 mana rocks. There's many different scenarios for this level, depending on what they decide to do. It seems that both of these runners decide to go for the 1 mana rock strats. They're gonna be shooting fire there. Let's see. Okay, bot, get it right. Both get it properly done. They're gonna be picking up a couple mana stones here. Now, they can use fire for the next wall, and then some players use the electricity, and some other players just use neutral to get rid of these birds. Taking a little bit more mana rocks, both of them with 4 mana rocks to be able to get rid of all these cracked blocks as fast as possible. Nice shoots right there by Grondius. Ikeru missing 1 shot right there, just missing like 1 more second. And little by little, it seems that Grondius is starting to pick up seconds here and there. Ikeru playing pretty well as well. Just a tiny little bit better on Grondius' side. Now, this level is also a lot has to do with good movement. You can, in theory, defeat this level without even shooting a single shot, and also without like getting damage anywhere. It's just super tight. All right. None of them getting past that spike. They both tried a strat to be able to get past that spike. None of them got it, which is okay. Grondius getting a little bit of a damage boost at the end, and Ikeru also got that damage boost. That jump is pretty tight, but if you do it properly, you don't get that damage boost at the end, which is ideally what players want to see, so that they don't lose that like half a second for getting that jump at the end. Oh, nice kill on Grondius side. I think that's a 15-second fight. Yeah, a low 15-second fight. Well, Ikeru is gonna be like a 17-second fight. 18-second fight. Oh, so another 3 seconds right there picked up by Grondius. Just for having a little bit of a better fight. That fight is like very tricky. It's very important to do the opening correctly, to do as many shots as possible when the Abra Sam is landing. And that's kind of like what might define how fast or how slow you might be able to do that fight. Alright, David went for a couple of mana rocks. Making its way first with a fire feather, then making its way with a neutral feather. They're going to be using fire again in the next room that Grondius is at right now to break those blocks as fast as possible and not get any damage boost or anything that has to do with the fire. Alright, now from the up there, pretty well done. Ikeru is going to be pretty much doing the same thing right now here on the left side. Oh, Ikeru deciding to take that damage boost right there. Alright, just getting past those thunders. And these two runners are just like flying right now. Like, I don't know if they were both like doing a lot of practice beforehand before their match today. But they're both like not doing any errors at all. They're just like flying through the stages at the moment. Now, this is one level where there are some strats that are only possible in mouse. The reason for that is because mouse... we're not even sure why. But when you're playing with the mouse, you get more distance, but you can also see that he gets stuck in certain places. Like, oh, that was not it. Grondius missing that light feather. Oh, and then missing the other shot. He's gotta be careful. Oh, nice recovery, nice recovery. Going for the top route. Oh, Ikeru had a chance right there to pick up some time, but he also missed his strats. I think he still did it a little bit faster than Grondius. I think he still picked up a little bit of time. Let's have a look here at the end times for both of these runners. So it's gonna be a 47 on Grondius' side, and it's gonna be a 45. Yes, a couple seconds. He could have maybe picked up another couple seconds right there on Grondius. Had he done that room with all the birds on like diagonal positions a little bit better, but nicely done by Ikeru. Nicely done by Ikeru. A little bit of a error right there for Grondius. Not a costly one, but still, like when you're fighting with players of this caliber, hey, every second counts. Every second counts. We actually saw yesterday a couple matches that were decided all the way down to Geminis. So definitely just having a couple seconds here and there is always gonna be important for these runners. Really well done right there, the bullet hell section by Grondius. Let's see how Ikeru deals with it. Nicely done by these two runners. Nicely done by the two runners. Alright, so right now, like, the dangerous part of the level is kind of gone already. The second section of the level shouldn't be that hard. So let's see. I mean, you can still get hit and lose a little bit of time, but they both should be alright. Especially having still 3 hard pieces, both of them. And there you go. Yeah, if you get shot, like, those bullets freeze you, so you get slowed down for a moment. You don't want to see that. That's something you don't want to see. So let's have another look here. Superhero landing at 8:04. Let's see the superhero landing on Ikeru's side. 8:16. So it's about a 12-second difference, about a 12-second lead right now for Grondius. Alright, so Prickle Tack Pond here, it's kind of like half a ground level, the other half it's like a water level. And we're gonna be seeing a mini boss here. I like to call the mini boss the Mega Urkin at the end of this level. Ideally, runners wanna reach there with like 2 mana rocks so that they can do like a couple freezes and just lock the Mega Urkin in one corner. I don't know if Grondius is gonna get the other one. Nope. He actually does get the heart, he didn't want to get hit. He's gonna go with just 1 ice. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't stay stuck just with 1 ice. Ideally, you want to get 2 ice, but still not a big trouble. It's just missing a couple seconds right there because of the attacks. When Kusaku is landed in one of those spikes, Kusaku is just gonna get stunned. And we saw a little bit of a faster fight right there on Ikeru. I think Ikeru actually did the couple mana rock strats for the ice, so that way he was able to just lock into position that Mega Urking. And okay, Grondius makes the cycle. Nicely done. Is he gonna take a damage boost? He decides not to take the damage boost. Is he gonna take the second one? Yes, he takes at least the second one. And he's gonna go with just 2 heart pieces. Oh, Ikeru actually decided to go for a couple damage boosts right there. He's gonna, yeah, I gotta assume he's gonna get the heart. Yeah, he's get the heart. So both of these runners going with just 2 pieces of heart into Linguana. A little bit of scary, but yeah, they are used to this fight already. So it should be fine for these 2 runners. Nicely done. 5 hits, both on the first cycle. Grondius got the 6th hit on the second cycle, and Ikeru also getting the... Oh, what? What? The bump? Yeah, we can even see Ikeru's face right now. That bump just went through the thumb for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened there. That was weird. That was so weird. Oh, and Ikeru is not gonna be happy about that. He's gotta, however, shake that off. Whatever the reason why that happened, he's gotta shake that off and just keep moving forward. Minor, I don't even want to call that an error. I don't think that was an error. I think it was just, I don't know, like collision detection. Something happened weird with the tongue while doing that, like little turnaround or something. But yeah, he's gotta shake that off and just continue. That was not really a mistake on his side. So yeah. And Grondius literally flying through the flying solo level right now. Lucky for Ikeru, he was able to react fast to that and he didn't die. He was in a very sketchy situation because he only had 1 HP left after that. However, he reacted properly to fix that, to just keep moving forward. And nicely done by these 2 runners. The flying solo. Alright, a little bit of a breather here on Terror Tom, because these 2 are just flying through. These 2 are just flying through. I feel like I just started doing the commentary for this run and we're like more than halfway through already. They're approaching to the final stages pretty soon now. Nyaki getting hammered by the Nightbot. I'm sorry, Nyaki. I can fix that. I can fix that real quick. Alright, Nyaki, you can post the link now. You've got the power to post links now. Alright. So they're both right now in super hot scuffle. They're still on the same level right now. They're still on the same level. It's just that Grondius is a little bit farther ahead on each individual level. So let's see what they decide to do. Alright, a couple fire feathers right there. A little bit of an electricity for Ikeru. He's not happy that he didn't hit all the 5 with just 1 single hit. The aiming was a little bit low though. That's the, again, kind of like the problem when you do the 360 type of aim. You can aim so many more directions, but you're gonna be having trouble sometimes because of that human factor. Oh, nicely done right there by Grondius to hit 2 and then 3 with the fire feathers. And he's gonna be exiting this level around at 1308, a high 1308, exiting super hot scuffle for Grondius. Let's have a look here into Ikeru. It seems that the gap has increased a little bit, and mostly it's because of that issue that happened in Twisted Linguana for sure. That's like the section that has made it lost the most time to Ikeru compared to what Grondius is doing. Oh, nice strat right there by Ikeru. And it's gonna be 1348. So it's about a 40-second difference right now for Grondius. The lead has definitely increased. It's been a little bit for that mistake, but also another little bit due to just a little bit of better movement or more optimization on Grondius' side. So every level seconds have been accumulating. So right now, since we're just arriving to the last section of the run, we have like about 3 more levels right now. Ikeru at this point in time just have to keep playing good and hope that maybe something can happen to Grondius. And you know what? This is the Metroid level. This is the Metroid level. Longest level on this speedrun. and also one of the hardest ones. So a lot of things can go wrong here. Let's see what Grondius decides to go. Grondius goes for the no mana rock strat for the egg fight. It's the faster strat. It's also a little bit more inconsistent. However, it's the faster one. Let's see what Ikeru decides to do when he arrives to that level. Alright, and Ikeru also goes for the no mana strats. Each one of these Sevetite has a 6-hit kind of HP. However, the Sevetites have like different tiles, like each tile has an actual 6-hit HP. So you gotta be very careful that you're actually always hitting the same tile. Grondius deciding to go for the stay underneath strat here. It's gonna be reaching 42 pretty soon, and nice fight right there for Grondius. Very nice fight right there for Grondius, not leaving any room for breathing for Ikeru. Actually, if only, it's gonna be forcing Ikeru to also do such a good fight right there. Just to be able to keep on pace right now. Now, we can see the escape here, a little bit of manipulation of the enemy patterns. Trying to shoot as less shots as possible right there for the Hyper Kusako. Taking a little bit of a damage boost, nicely done. Alright, oh! He's gonna be falling down. He decides to take the heart. He recognized that he was gonna be falling down, so he decides to take the heart. Alright. Oh, Ikeru's gonna be taking a second hit of damage. Oh, wow! Ikeru just knowing exactly how many frames he had left of that invulnerability and not getting hit by the fireball right there at the end of the Mother Bird fight. Nicely done by Ikeru, being very aware of how many frames he still had left for those invulnerability frames. Okay, so right now we can see the manipulation strats right now by Ikeru. Oh, okay, he still landed on the platform. Nicely done. Alright, taking a little bit of time because he's only got one heart left. Okay, he picks up a heart, so he should be good. He didn't pick up the second heart. It's not gonna be needed. Ikeru is gonna be making out its way of the Metroid level pretty shortly. Getting a little bit of trouble, but still being able to finish it. Really nicely done. Well done by Ikeru as well on the Metroid stage. So now both runners are gonna be in Monster Meter Marathon. This level, you don't have HP per se. You have this little bar in the bottom that gets filled every time that you kill an enemy. And for doing that, like you start having like just like a timer. So you just gotta do whatever you need to do before that timer runs out. Otherwise, Fia is gonna be dying. So usually you have a route where you know exactly how many kills you need to do to be able to do whatever you need to do. Like, you don't want to overextend on your kills because each time you shoot a Kusako, each time that you a kill, it's gonna be taking you like a second. It's gonna be taking you at least half a second. So now chase and race here for Grondius, a little bit of a bump right there. These are some of the tighter angles that you can get with the mouse. We can see Grondius trying to land as many dashes as possible in every single section of this level. Alright, pretty well done. Pretty nice chase and race right there. And Grondius is on an amazing 18-minute pace right now. It's gonna be hard to beat Grondius if he keeps landing 18-minute paces. Oh, he goes for the left side strats. They could be a little bit of the faster ones. We actually saw a kill yesterday of 12 minutes in the Discord. I mean 12 seconds. He misses one shot. It's not gonna be a 12-second fight, but it's gonna be like a 15-second fight. 1468, nicely done by Grondius. GG's. Grondius is gonna be taking the first match today. He's gonna be taking the gift to know exactly where he finished by frame. He's gonna be doing the frame count right there to know exactly what frame did he finish, and it seems that it's gonna be like an 18-19. GG's by Grondius. Let's see, Ikeru. Ikeru is gonna be finishing with a super strong time as well. It's gonna be on the very low end of the 19s, which is a very, very, very competitive time, but Grondius just landed an insane first race of the night. And he finishes with a 1349 at 1909 here for Ikeru's side. It was about almost a minute of difference, but Ikeru's time was really, really, really good. It's just that Grondius just made it even better. So I'm gonna be asking the players if they want to take a small breather here, and we're gonna be right back in just a second, guys. Alright, so Ikeru wants to take a little bit quick of a breather here right now, which is 100% understandable. That's gonna be select. Grondius was the winner on the first race. So now, let's go ahead and start the next prediction, guys. Is Ikeru gonna be able to tie the series? Make sure to cast your vote to get those points. What do you guys think in the chat? I hope you're having a good time here. I hope you're having fun with this Eagle Island Twist tournament. This is just the first match out of 7 total matches today. We're gonna be heading all the way down to the tournament champ. Remember, the winner is gonna be taking $2,000 home. Really good prize if you ask me. Really good prize if you ask me. Again, I'm questioning my decisions about being the organizer and being on the commentary here. I should have not been a beta tester, and I should have participated in this tournament. The price is actually pretty good. But I'm just giving chances to these runners to actually win. That's why I'm doing this, right? I didn't want a free victory here. Let's leave the other players to play. I'm just kidding. I'm sure a lot of these people would actually just kick me in this game for sure. Alright, they're both ready, so we're gonna be doing the second countdown here for the runners. And we're gonna get our race started here pretty soon. Exactly. It's like the MasterCard ads. Beating your friends in a tournament, $2,000. Being the organizer and doing commentary for the tournament, priceless. There's some things that money can't buy. For everything else, there exists MasterCard. This stream is not sponsored by MasterCard, by the way. But their ads were pretty good. Alright, and here we go with the two runners. It's gonna be a little bit ahead right now. Ikeru just on the time. Remember, I could be syncing them, but due to different loading times and stuff, they're gonna be desyncing super soon. So we're just gonna let it go like this right now. We're gonna be keeping track at times where people enter or exit the stages. They're both fighting Dark Fiat right now. Ikeru on the left side here. Let's see, he's gonna be finishing probably at a 35. Again, 35 is like a very standard time for this level. A low 35, nicely done. I think actually Grondius is gonna be losing a little bit of time here. No, he actually does a 34. Never mind. I've seen very few 34s on that level. I'm not even sure exactly what you need to do to get a 34. So nicely done right there by Grondius. The Taco Bell ad. We already had a lot of product placement by Taco Bell on the Super Smash TV tournament. So we won't have more Taco Bell until the next tournament of Super Smash TV. Alright, Ikeru having a little bit of trouble cleaning that room. That room is probably like one of the hardest rooms on this specific level. Grondius taking the damages right there by the end. Oh, never mind. I thought he fall down without the gem. So making another 3 seconds right there on Grondius' side over Ikeru. So again, little by little, this is what we saw last race. Ikeru not really doing any like major mistakes, but Grondius just doing a little bit of more optimal strats on every single room here and starting to pick up seconds, in every corner. So let's see what Ikeru decides to do this time around. I mean, they already practiced their strats, right? They can only hope to execute them as close to a PB as possible, or potentially even PVing. Like, I think last race Grondius got a time that was a little bit better than Ikeru's current PB. So if that's the case, like, Ikeru had to PB last race if he wanted to win, which is insane. It's insane that Grondius was able to pick up that time on last race. A couple of, like, both of them finishing that level at 44. We saw this last race. It's like we're seeing a deja vu. So let's see if there's gonna be actually something changing here. Alright, they're both going again for the 1 mana strats. What is scary about going just for the 1 mana strats is that you only have one opportunity at getting this fire shot. Oh, but these two runners, they both just nail it. They have practiced that shot probably a lot of times. It's a very specific trick because if you land a little bit too low, Kusako is gonna just crash into the wall. If you do it a little bit too far behind, you're not gonna kill the 3 mushrooms on the same shot. So you gotta be really careful definitely when you are trying to land that shot. They both go for the 4 mana rock strats now to be able to break all of these. Alright, and they all did it. They all did it. Nicely done. It's gonna be a 51 second here on Ikeru and just a 49. I don't know where this is going, but Grondius keeps doing just 1 or 2 seconds faster per every single stage. And those things, again, those are the things that are gonna start adding up. I don't even know where those 2 seconds are going. Alright, this level again is just a lot of good platforming and good movement to be able to avoid as many things as possible. Oh, they both done that room beautifully right there. Here comes the next long room. Here comes the next long room. Alright, taking a little bit of... Oh, nicely done. They both went between the spikes. Good played, well played for both of them. They both decide to kill that little lizard. Killing that little lizard is not needed if you do like very precise movement. However, most of the times you're gonna be just hitting your head inside that lizard. So that's why they both do it that way. Oh, and Ikeru gets the damageless strat right there at the end. And he's gonna be doing pretty good on that level. Now, after Sunrise shows, they're both gonna be going to Twisted Abraham. Have a good look here at the openings for both of them. Grondius just staying on the ground, trying to land as many hits as possible from the ground. Ikeru landing a good amount of hits right there, but I think it was still faster on the Grondius side. Grondius getting a 14-second. He's happy, yeah. You can see that Ikeru got a really good fight with a 16-second fight, but getting a 14-second Abraham, it's crazy good. That's pretty much as good of a fight as you can hope. Normally, the fast fights, you see them at 15 seconds, but if you manage to land a 14-second fight, you're doing something really good. Alright, they're all pretty much going for the same strats here to be able to make their way out of this level. fire, then neutral, then more neutral here for the second switches. And then they're gonna be using fire again in just a moment. They both picking an extra mana rock right there. I think Ikeru, yeah, Ikeru got a hit. Ikeru got 2 hits. He's gotta be careful. I don't know if he's gonna go for the extra safety heart. He doesn't go for the safety heart and decides to do that jump. Holy cow. What a man. What a man. Oh, that was very scary right there. That was very scary right there. He actually makes it through without damage, so that's fine. That's fine. He knew exactly what he was doing, so props to him. Alright, both on Trust Jump Jeopardy right now. Again, we're gonna be seeing the mouse and keyboard strats right there on Grondius' side. And just a little bit overall of cleaner movement on the first section as well for Grondius. Oh, he actually lands the Lightning Feather strat properly this time around. We're gonna be seeing a little bit of a variation right there for pad controller on Ikeru's side. Nicely done by both of these players. I'm not sure what Grondius didn't like of that, because I thought it was a pretty good execution on that level, so... But there was something that Grondius was not so happy about. Alright, Frozen Fissure, both of these players. We saw that none of them went for the safety mana rock at the start. They both trust their abilities to be able to kill the top flower. So, alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, never mind, Grondius actually goes on the top route there. A little bit of safety measures. Oh, and Ikeru also decides to go for the top route. Going for that top route and getting the mana rock at the start are pretty much like the same time lost. So it's just a matter of preferences if you decide to go for one of those 2 safety strats. Oh, nice shot by 2 of this. Nice shot by the 2 of this. And nicely done on the bullet hell section. Really well played by this too, man. They're like still like pretty much neck to neck. Nobody's giving them like any other of the rivals like any room for breathing. You make a mistake, you might as well just lose the race if you do that mistake. Because both of these players are playing beautifully right now. Alright, so it was a 1 minute and 3 seconds for Grondius. 1 minute and 2 seconds for Ikeru. So making up about 1 second right there for Ikeru. And this is what Ikeru wants to start seeing. This is what Ikeru wants to start seeing in every single stage on the rest of this race. He's wanna be able to cut off 1 second and 2 seconds here and there to catch up right now for Grondius, because he actually did that same thing on the very first levels on this race. Oh, very scary. He's gonna go, yeah, he's gonna go for the safety heart for sure. Being just with 1 HP for the second section of this level is very scary, and he gets hit again. He's probably not gonna be happy about that. Oh, and now they're pretty much on the same section. It's just that the timers are a little bit off sync again because of the loading times and whatnot. So Grondius is still like 6 seconds ahead, but this is almost like as tight as you can imagine right now for these 2 runners. Ikeru definitely made some time here on this water level. Definitely has made some time here. Oh, he gets hit right there. Not a big deal. Oh, Grondius getting hit again. He's gonna have to take some time right there to take the extra heart. Ikeru is also gonna take the extra heart. And they both got here with just 1 ice mana rock. Interesting choice not to just get here with just 1 mana rock. Oh, Ikeru actually does the full hold. Ikeru does the full hold, and he's gonna definitely make up some time. He makes another 3 seconds. He makes another 3 seconds, and Ikeru is coming back. Ikeru is trying to do a comeback right now. Let's have a look here at Linguana. Remember, Linguana is a very tricky situation. Many things can happen at Linguana, and they both make those cycles beautifully. Actually, Ikeru was so fast that the tongue came out on the next section rather than on the first one, due to how fast he was going. He decides to go for all the damage boosts anyways. It doesn't matter. Alright, so let's see. Manages to get the 5 hits right there for Grondius. Now, we saw last time by Belial that the reason that Ikeru didn't got the hit, it was for making that shot super tight. So I think Ikeru actually notices that, and he takes just a tiny little bit more time just to be sure, be on the safe side. Both of them with a 42-second finish, a little bit of milliseconds right there for Grondius, but not a big loss for Ikeru. Now let's have a look here, because this is one of the levels that you can do way more things on the mouse and keyboard. So let's see how Ikeru manages to hold his ground against Grondius here. Alright, nicely done by the two of them so far. They're pretty much like just running as fast as possible. Actually, Grondius decides not to go on that tight slope spot right there, which is pretty interesting that he decided to go against that, between hugging the wall and the flower. Alright, it's very important on how these two runners are gonna be cleaning this room. Oh, nicely done. Oh, just a little bit of a misstep right there at the end by Ikeru. A little bit cleaner on Grondius' side. He only picks up 3 mana rocks. That's not gonna be a lot of mana rocks to do the actual switches and the lightning feather strats. So he's gonna definitely go for the 2 lightning feathers and just take 1 last mana rock for the switches here for sure. Alright, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, Grondius finishing the level with a 1 minute and 1 second. And yeah, we can see that Ikeru definitely lost a little bit of time right there with a 1 minute and 6 seconds. So now Grondius making another 5 seconds on Ikeru. Ikeru was cutting waste in every single level, but that flying level was just better executed on Grondius' side. Terror Tom, a little bit of a breather right here again. Not much to say, so I'm gonna take this time and drink a little bit of water. Alright, moving into Super Hot Scuffle. Is that the name of the level? I think that's the name of the level, right? Yeah, Super Hot Scuffle. I knew that. I was 100% sure that was the name of the level. I didn't even have to look. Oh, nice shot right there by Grondius. Let's see if Ikeru is gonna try it again. Oh, having a little bit of a trouble, but he manages to land it at the end. Alright, both using the ice strats here for the cadavers. Now lining up these spiders on the proper position. Nicely done by Grondius. Now gonna keep using the fire strats. Nicely done by Ikeru as well. It's gonna be coming the last section right now with the laser spiders. Just playing with the manipulations here for all the spiders. Pretty good level there by Grondius. Ikeru is also doing a pretty good time right now, but I think he's gonna be losing a few more seconds again over Grondius. I think Grondius finished with a 1:13, and Ikeru is gonna be finishing with a 1:17. So again, minor seconds made on Grondius' side, and we're reaching the last reach on the race. Just about 3 more levels after the lava escape here for both of these runners. One of them, again, being that Metroid level. We haven't seen anything wrong going so far on the Metroid level, or at least not anything like tragic. But hey, that level is still gonna be there to haunt players. So let's see what's gonna happen after the lava level here for both of these runners. The lava level, usually there's not a lot going on. It's mostly about doing good movement. I still don't know why people go for the left side sometimes on that section. Oh, having a little bit of trouble climbing there by Grondius. Everything is fine though. He manages to do its way all the way up. 56-second finish there for Grondius. And it's gonna be about a 58, I think, for Ikeru. Yes, a 58 for Ikeru. Alright, so here we go with the Metroid level. So what you see the runners doing at first is trying to manipulate the Metroid's behavior so that they can just make its way without worrying about the Metroids. Just trying to jump as clean as possible, not do any attacks. If you're familiar with Super Metroid or Metroid for the NES or Zero Mission, the only way to kill those Metroids is you have to freeze them. So normally you don't even want to fight them because you don't even have mana rocks to freeze them. Alright, and here we go. The size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. And decides to go for the going down strats. A little bit of a difficult situation to be able to accommodate right there for Grondius. Alright, but he's on a good spot now. Oh, he holds the air right there to see if he had to do anything else for that shot. Nice fight right there by Grondius. Let's see what Ikeru actually is able to land. Oh, having a little bit of a miss right there. When you're too close to the head, sometimes you can shoot your Kusako. You're just past the head, past the hitbox on the head. Oh, he's only missing one shot. He manages to do it. Well played on both sides for sure. Now onto the escape section. Both players are going to be trying to manipulate these Metroids and these enemies as good as possible. Taking a little bit of a damage boost right there for Grondius. Okay, now fighting its way up. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's not happy on seeing that fall right there. Now he's taking a hit. He might take another hit. Oh, wow. Whoo. Shooting Kusaku as fast as possible right there so that he didn't get hit by any of those beetles, any of those kamikaze beetles. No! Ikeru takes a death. This is one of the costlier deaths. He has to do all the fight again for Mother Bird. And unless something really, really major happens on Grondius' side, that might be it for Ikeru on this tournament. Let's have a look. There's still a couple of levels and Geminis for Grondius. But it's gonna be hard to come back from that. It's gonna be very, very hard to come back for that. Again, like, that's what I'm saying. This level is super dangerous. Like, you can go very, very, very risky to try to get a faster strats as possible. But it's so easy to die with so many enemies just chasing at you. Sometimes it's just better to take a little bit of extra time to just shoot your Kusako and just land as many shots as possible to kill the enemies and clean your way through. Alright, so Grondius is done. Grondius is done with the Monster Meter Marathon level now. He's gonna be moving forward to Chase and Race. And oh, Ikeru is playing very risky again. Ikeru is playing like super risky again. He's gotta get the heart. He gets the heart, but he gets immediately after that. Oh, he's gotta get another heart. Yeah, he's taking a little bit more time this time to shoot the enemies. You don't want to die twice in this level. You don't want to die once in this level. So Grondius is done with the Chase and Race level. And he's on pace for a very low 18 once again. Another incredible time right now by Grondius. Oh, look at that fight. Missing one shot, but still gonna be hitting at that 15-second fight. Probably even a 14-second fight. Yeah, a 14 flat fight for Grondius right there. Finishing at about 18-16. Incredible race right there by Grondius. So that's gonna be point number 2 on Grondius' side. GG's to him. Was a really, really good race. Unfortunately, that's gonna be it for Ikeru this day, this night. And people that voted for no, Ikeru's not gonna be tying this up, you got your points. Okay, Ikeru making its way to Monster Meter Marathon. And now it's only missing the Gemini's fight. Oh, never mind. It's still Chase and Race and then the Gemini's fight here on Ikeru's side. So he's gonna probably be looking at somewhere around a 20-minute race. Which, considering that dead on Metroid, it was definitely still a pretty good race. Unfortunate error right there for Ikeru's side, but still really, really, really tough contestant. I know Ikeru put a lot of time and effort into the practice for this tournament, so definitely nothing to be ashamed of. He already got into the money prizes, into the money placements, so he's still gonna be taking about $100 home, so really good if you ask me. He decides to go for the right side. red. He manages to land the first shot, lands the second shot, and nicely done by Ikeru. Nicely done by Ikeru right there. A 13-second fight. GG's to Ikeru. It's gonna be a win 2-0 for Grondius.